Hello students, this is Dr. Manjunath working as an assistant professor in the subject of sociology in SMGFGC Kabahalli, which is located in the district of Chamarajnagar. In this video, I am going to discuss about yoga and Unani, and this video will be definitely useful to the fifth semester BA Sociology course of Medical Sociology of University of Mysore, and also to the other universities which have a same syllabus. This is with reference to the third chapter, healthcare and systems. I already told you this session's topic is about yoga and Unani, and you can see that in the previous session we had discussed about Ayurveda as an alternative system. So in this session we will discuss yoga and Unani as supplementary and alternative system of medicine. And in this session we have a learning objectives, which is that we try to make students familiarize with some alternative healthcare systems, and also to understand, make students understand about the systems of yoga and Unani. And so these are the system outcomes also, these sessions, and this is the contents which we will be dealing with. So let me begin saying that health is a whole package actually. It's not just a mere absence of disease, it's all encompassing aspect. For example, there will be physical aspects, mental, social, and spiritual aspects also according to WHO. So, health should be considered and should be given more importance in the present situation. And there are large number of variety of medicines available throughout the world, and out of these things allopathy is playing very important role, and there are some alternative medical systems also, medicinal systems, so which have been being in usage from many centuries also. So particularly Ayurveda or yoga and Unani and all, so they have some we can trace back to thousands of years back, where sages, they used to use these medicines, medicinal systems and all. So this very important, it plays very important role. Particularly yoga and Unani are two major alternative medicines. So what is this alternative medicine? You have to understand. Traditional medicine is defined as an amalgamation of knowledge. It's which combines knowledge, skill, practices. Based on some theories, beliefs, and all. So it emerges from our indigenous culture, and particularly we had a different variety of cultures, and because of that we get some therapeutic, prevention, diagnostic, some kind of this aspect. So there are many complementary and alternative medicines also, which are defined as that describe variety of practices and treatments and all those things. So these systems are recognized globally for complementing disease prevention, giving treatment, and other health maintenance also. So there is widespread use of traditional medicine across developing countries, particularly India, that you should remember. So there are many international developments which are taking place, which are particularly with reference to India. ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಇಂದಿನ ದಿನ ಯೋಗ ಮತ್ತು ಯುನಾನಿಯ ಒಂದು ಮಹತ್ವವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಜನರ ಒಂದು ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಾಪಾಡುವಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ವಹಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಗಮನಿಸಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. So we will move on to what is yoga. This is very important actually. Yoga, it's a kind of it's a group of physical, mental, and spiritual practices or disciplines which are organized in ancient India. So this is called yoga. It's a kind of yoga is an action, right? It is a disciplined action or practices. So there will be a lot of asanas and all, and you can see it's a Sanskrit word which derives from that yug, which means to attach, join, harness. It means like that. So there is a broad variety of yoga schools, not only in Hinduism but also in Buddhism, Jainism, and all. So there are broad varieties of yogas. So particularly in yoga in Western world, often refers to modern form of Hatha yoga. So there are many types of yogas. So particularly with it refers to Hatha yoga. So yoga is an exercise consisting largely of the asanas or postures and all. So in the practice of yoga has been, you can see the history in the pre-Vedic time actually, that we can see that. So almost 3000 years back, or that BCE, so almost 5000 years back we can see this particularly yoga, emergence of yoga, particularly yoga sutras of Patanjali, date from second century of BCE. So that time we can see the importance of this yoga. So particularly to the Westerners, yoga was introduced by Vivekananda also, and Hatha yoga where it plays very important role in this aspect. So this is what yoga is all about. So now we'll move on to definitions. So yoga is called as it's a kind of in Patanjali sutras it was defined. Yoga is the calming down of patterns of consciousness and all. Even in Bhagavad Gita also it has been defined. Yoga is a skill in action, and in Buddhism also it has been defined. So there are mainly 8 limbs or steps. ಈ ಒಂದು ಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿ 8 ರೀತಿಯ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ಗಳಿವೆ. ಅವುಗಳು ಯಾವುವು ಅಂತ ಈ ಮುಂದೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. Particularly first one is yama. So in this limb or step, yama deals with one's ethical standards and sense of integrity, how people are, and focusing on behavior, how some people are conducting ourselves in our life and all, and that it deals with that. And codes of constraint, abstinence, and self-regulations are very important in the yama yoga. And niyama, so there is another one, second one is about niyama. This is the second limb, which it has to do with self-discipline and spiritual observances. So this is also very important, particularly regularly attending to temple or church services, and saying grace prayer before the meals, and developing your own personal meditation practice, and making habit of taking contemplation walks, and all those things are related to niyama. So asana is about meditation posture. This is about meditation posture. The postures practiced in yoga comprise the third limb. In this particularly, in the yogic view, the body is temple of spirit, and the care of which is an important stage of our spiritual growth. But through the practice of asanas we develop the habit of discipline, and the body of ability to concentrate, and all these things we get from these asanas. And pranayama you will be knowing that. So it's related to the breath, inhaling and controlling. Pranayama is about breathing and consciousness and body, so everything coming in the same line, then that is called as a pranayama. Regulation, particularly through the breathing habits, so we just control our mind also. So in this one what will happen, we gain mastery over the respiratory processes. So while recognizing the connection between breathing, mind and emotions, so emotions also we just tend to take care of about these things. So life force extension, we call it life force extension. So fifth one is about pratyahara. So here what is this fifth one is about withdrawing sensory things. It is during this stage we make some certain conscious effort, to draw our awareness away from external world and sexual aspects and outside stimuli. So we are, keenly aware about cultivating a detachment from. So we'll have a lot of, material things and sensory things. So we just try to go away from all these things and just keeping them away from us. So this practice, pratyahara provides a lot of things, particularly opportunity to step back and take a look at ourselves. So because every day day and night we are just attached to material things. So when if we practice these things, so we just get some relaxation and we can continue the simple living and with high thinking and all. And dharana, this is about concentration aspect. So here you can see that having, relieved ourselves of outside, distractions and all, so we can definitely achieve, concentration. So dhyana already, it is called meditation. It's a contemplation, and here through the breathing and concentration and also increases. So last one is samadhi. Here it's higher stage in meditation, and this is also very important for the concentration and all. So we know what is yoga and what are the 8 steps or limbs of yoga and definitions of yoga also. Let us move on to how yoga is related to health. So this is very important. There are a lot of studies, ಅನೇಕ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅಧ್ಯಯನಗಳು ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವ ಮೂಲಕ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದಿರೋದೇನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಹಾಗೂ ದೈಹಿಕ ಒಂದು ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ಯೋಗ ಕಾಪಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ದಿ ಯೋಗ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮೆನಿ ಎಮೋಷನಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ health being. So it has benefits, particularly if people incorporate yoga into their routine life, and it can enhance their health and strength and flexibility, and also it reduces some stress, because in the modern society, ಇಂದಿನ ಆಧುನಿಕ ಯುಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, ಜನರು ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಒತ್ತಡ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ಗೆ ಒಳಗಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಂತಹ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ಸಿಂದ ರಿಲೀಫು ಸಿಗಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಕಾಯಿಲೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಅಂದರೆ ಜೀವನ ಶೈಲಿ, ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿಂಬಿತವಾಗಿರುವಂಥವು. ಇಂತಹ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿಂಬಿತವಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಅನಾರೋಗ್ಯಗಳಿಂದ ನಾವು ದೂರ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯೋಗವನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲ ರೂಢಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದಿಸ್ ಯೋಗ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ವಿಚ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಸ್ our lot of health aspects also, and by decreasing the stress, depression and anxiety. So this is very important. Yoga views the human body as a complete mind, body, spirit. These are the 3 aspects where this yoga treats it. Yoga has been under the radar of research. So it shows that yoga has a therapeutic purposes, particularly in the modern epidemic diseases and all. Even in this corona epidemic also, many have believed that yoga little bit improved and the conditions of this corona patients also, and particularly this pranayama and all those things which have helped very in a great deal. In the recent period, throughout the world, yoga has been used, complementary and alternative medicine also. This is very important. There are a lot of health benefits are there, where you can see that blood pressures it reduces, and heart rate and all. So it provides complete relaxation, reduces stress, concentration will be improved, and other things you can see. These are the health. So let us move on to Unani, another alternative medicine system. Unani is a system where we can see that it was originated in Greece, but now it is practiced primarily in India. We can see that. So this Unani medicine addresses prevention and treatment of diseases. So there is a definition also here you can see tib has defined it is a science in which we learn various states of body in health and when not in health, and the means by which health is likely to be lost and when lost is likely to be restored. So this is the definition. Particularly Unani concentrates on prevention and treatment of diseases. So there are a lot of advantages to this Unani system, particularly health related. Here you can see there are two types of parts also. The Unani has been divided into two parts, theory and practice, and further theory has been divided into theory of naturals, causes and science. So what are the advantages? Lot of advantages. Diseases can be controlled and cured also. So here you can see that chronic ailments and the skin related, liver, skeletal and a lot of lifestyle disorders and all can be cured through Unani. So let me conclude by saying that ಈ ಒಟ್ಟಾರೆಯಾಗಿ ಹೇಳೋದಾದರೆ ಯೋಗ ಮತ್ತು ಯುನಾನಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಎರಡು ಈ ಒಂದು ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ಗಳು ಏನಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹೆಲ್ತಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಉಪಯುಕ್ತವಾಗಿವೆ. ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಾದ್ಯಂತ ಕಂಡುಬರುವಂತಹ ಅನೇಕ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇವುಗಳ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬಹಳ ಮಹತ್ವಪೂರ್ಣವೆಂದು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. So yoga and Unani play a very important and significant role in people's health. And so there should not be any one single type of medicine. So we can use all variety of different medicines because each medicine practice has its own uses, definitely. So in this regard, government of India has come up with very progressive institutionalizing, Ayush, where allopathy, Unani, all Siddha medicine and all those things, everything, Ayurvedic, everything has come up along with these healthcare services. Ayurveda, yoga, Unani, Siddha and some herbal related and all, everything has come up. So ಇಂದಿನ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿ ಯೋಗ ಮತ್ತು ಯುನಾನಿಯ ಒಂದು ಮಹತ್ವವನ್ನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಆರೋಗ್ಯದ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್.